Good morning, welcome to Kayak Fishing Cornwall. My name's Owen. Today we are doing something very strange for me. I'm in St Ives. Ordinarily you would not get me in this direction for love nor money, but it's like just gone 6 in the morning, so the place isn't completely crammed with tourists wandering about. And we're going to have a little launch down here and a fish and see what we can do. I've dragged you down the slope, so I'll start by saying it's not that easy. It's not really difficult, but I was worn out getting down here, so getting back up's going to be it's obviously going to be hard work. The parking up there, it's at the end of the train station, so it's obviously going to get busy very quick. That's why I came here at this time of day. I wouldn't even attempt this after 9 o'clock in the morning, just wouldn't even bother trying. I've just paid £6 odd for 4 hours, which isn't too bad, I suppose. Obviously St Ives needs very little introduction. It's a, you know, picturesque little fishing town here. Probably everyone's heard of it, you know, from this country anyway. Obviously there's all the shops and amenities and stuff you need up there. So yeah, there isn't really that much to say about it. We've got, what have we got? Lots of sand, basically. The odd little outcrop of rock. I don't want to go too far because we've got an offshore wind at the moment. I don't want to go 3 miles in that direction to the big reef that's over there. If I'm going to fish that reef, I'll launch somewhere else, but I'm just going to fish in close. So I brought some bait with me today, which is unusual as well. So I think this place sort of probably lends itself well to the bait. But there being sand, I imagine you'd catch all the things you can expect to catch on the sand around here. I'm going to head to a little outcrop of rocks that I've spotted, have a little go at that first. I've got mackerel feathers, see if we can drag up some mackerel. Yeah, so bass and mackerel today, hopefully, with any luck. 6 o'clock in the morning, and there's probably 20 people on the beach down there just soaking up the sun, and it is a beautiful morning. The sea's pretty flat. Well, not perfectly flat, but it's not far off. Yeah, who can blame them? This is why people come down here on holiday, hoping for days like this. Right, I'm trolling a 6-inch sidewinder, silver one, behind me on my spinning outfit there, which is a Penrith Spin 10 to 40. Got an Epius Spyro 3000 GT reel, 20-pound spider wire braid on it. I've got a short leader, maybe 5 foot of 20-pound mono, onto a little clip, so I can just quickly swap lures out if I want to. If you're interested in the kayak that I'm sitting on and all this kind of equipment that takes me to where I'm going and keeps me safe, I'll list it all in the description of the video. So yeah, if you're interested, check out the video description. It is stunning down here actually. You don't often get to see it from the water, or I don't. This is not somewhere I've ever fished before, to be fair. So having said that, you know, I haven't got a great deal of confidence that I'm going to come out here and smash loads of fish. If I can get a few mackerel, I'll be happy, and you know, just have a nice couple of hours on the water. The forecast for tomorrow was really good, and I looked at it again last night, and the wind's picked right up, so I don't know if I'll get out tomorrow. Right, going over sand here, you can see this just yellow and then red and then blue. Just off the end here, there's some pot buoys on it. Just off the end is some rock, so I'm going to look on the sounder and see the transition from sand to rock. So you can start to see now on here a few little bits showing up on the bottom. Thought I'd troll over this, just see if there's anything hanging around it, because it's literally the only thing other than just flat sand for quite some distance. Right, now you can see coming on to some stony bits here, so I'm looking to see if there's any fish on it. I might just pedal over it and then cast over it a couple of times. That'll be worth a shot. So it's all jagged now. There's red at the top and this blue, that's probably some fish. Seaweed, bits off it like that, probably fish. Right, so we're off the back of that bit of stone. I'm going to spin round and I'll have a few casts at that. Bloody flags and buoys and things everywhere here. So, marking a bunch of fish there. Yeah. See what way I'm going to drift. Yeah, it's a lot of fish there. See what way I'm going to drift, and then see if we can make it happen so we go through there. Right, gonna have another drift over there. Loads of fish marking on the bottom. Don't know what they are though. I mean, there might be sand eels, I suppose. And I didn't bring my little sabikis. Is it? Yeah, I saw them up. A mackerel. I'm still after a few mackerel, so quite happy to get a few of these. Right, I'm going to have one more drift back over that little bit. Don't know what the fish were I was marking, but they're not taking the soft plastic or the feathers, so I don't know. It's pretty windy. I was hoping to sort of drift some bait around, but at the moment I'll be drifting quite, yeah, it's like between 1 and 2 knots. So I might go in closer a little bit and then should slow the drift down, go in closer a bit and then chop some baits up and drift some baits out. I think I'll head towards Hale, go along the beach there at Carvis Bay, have a quick look at that. Just because it's pretty. Okay, over there we've got St Ives Harbour, down there's the harbour, and then along here we've got Porthminster Beach, which is where I just launched, and the train line, the Park and Ride train line comes in, well the train station's in that car park, which is where I'm parked. It goes across the coast down to Lowrance. It's a lovely little ride actually, and I would take that option if I was going to St Ives, because parking in St Ives can be a nightmare, as I found out again the other day when I was looking at potentially launching from here. Yeah, parking was a right pain. We had to park like 15 minutes walk out of the main town. So yeah, Porthminster. Then over here we've got Carvis Bay Beach. I did think about that, but I think the nearest car park is quite away from the beach, so yeah, gave that one a miss. And down this way we've got Hale Estuary, and that's a beautiful stretch of beach, goes up to Gwithian. There's nothing there, unfortunately, like shops or parking or anything. Well, there is like at one end of it, but then there's literally miles of absolutely gorgeous sand and nothing to it. But so it keeps it quiet. So if you don't like lots of people, then you can go down there and find plenty of room. Yeah. Yeah, gonna have a little paddle down here, have a little look at the beach, just paddle past the beach, maybe go to that little bit headland there, see if there's anything knocking about, and then chop some bait up I reckon, and have a little bit of time on the baits, see if we can find something, catch something different, if I'm lucky. Right, as I'm travelling down to, I'm aiming for a bit of a high headland there, so I'll probably get in under that and then maybe fish some bait there. Take me out of the wind a little bit. As I'm going there, I'm trolling down the coast here, and I'm straddling the line between the like shallow rocks on the right hand side and the sand on the left hand side, and this is one of the few instances where the side scan actually shows that quite clearly and quite nicely. There's a seal. Little seal tucked away in there. So far not touched on the lure. I've noticed a couple of life buoys rings along the coast here, and it looks like, well, I would imagine obviously there's a coast path that goes all the way along here, and it looks like quite a lot of this looks relatively easy to access. There probably wouldn't be a bad little spot for a bit of shore fishing if I was that way inclined. Definitely be somewhere I'd check out. Yeah, see this spot here, look. Must be a well used fishing spot with the buoy up there and the path through the trees and that. That's pretty good. So today is a southwesterly, southwesterly at 10 knots according to wind finder, and it's coming straight like that. Well, yeah, I'm going straight into it more or less. I was hoping I'd get more shelter than I'm getting here, but it's not too bad. But I'm going to head over to there, get underneath that big high bit, and then yeah, chuck some bait in and drift out for a bit, see how far, see how I get on. Carbis Bay Beach. People living the dream, look, running into the sea pretty much fully dressed. This is Carbis Bay Beach. It's pretty stunning actually. I've not been here for quite a long time. I didn't know all these places were here along the front. And they look fantastic, right on the beachfront. Big old hotel up there behind. And behind this place, which is, you know, well, stunning. That bridge there is where the train comes across from Lowrance, the sort of park and ride train that I was speaking about earlier. There's someone doing it the hard way, look. Cheaper though, I guess. Right, there it is. Baits are out, and they consist of a little sliver of mackerel being dragged along the bottom on one rod, and I've got a side of mackerel on the other rod. I did bring some frozen, but as I've got fresh, I might as well use fresh. This isn't, I'm not fishing here for any particular reason other than I thought it might offer me a bit of shelter from that wind and slow me down a bit. There was an area that I was looking at, but that was when I was expecting it to be less windy. So out that way there's an area where it sort of slopes away. I suppose it slopes up into this bay area, and it does it. It's not really sharp. It's not like an edge, but it's it's quite a gradual slope. But that would be where I would fish, I think, were it not for this wind. So we'll have a little go here and see if anything happens, see how quickly I get bored. Well, it's windy and horrible out here. I mean, it's not too bad, but the wind is stronger than I'd like. I think I'm going to sack it off. Maybe troll back up to that little point there and where I was before, and see if I can find any fish there. Here she comes, the park and ride train from Lowrance to St Ives, overflowing with tourists coming to see St Ives in all its glory. It's sunny over here actually where I come from. It's pretty grey and overcast. So it's just passing through Carbis Bay now. Probably the best way if you're going to come and visit for the day. It's a good way to do it, because parking in St Ives can be horrendous. Let's just stop there at Carbis Bay to drop off and pick up. It's going over the bridge. It is a lovely train ride actually, even if it's short. Right, okay. I've been kind of... The wind's really quite stiff here at the moment. So I've come in closer to try and get some shelter from it, and that's not really working. So I'm going to drift out this little patch here. Maybe drift over that bit of stone I was aiming at to start off with. Cast the lure. I've got a live bait on that one. I've got a live mackerel on that other rod. So I'll give it a little bit more. Actually, quite cold. So I really didn't think I'd be needing the dry suit, but I could have done with it today. Big fat seal over there. I wonder if they take live baits. I bet they do. So I'll drift up this point bit towards that stone. I've had some mackerel, but you know, I don't imagine anyone really wants to see me catching mackerel. Whilst I could do with a few for hook baits and things, because I'll probably end up shark fishing soon with a friend, and so I could do with a pile for that. What I'd really like to get out of here is a bass. Right, that's it, I'm heading in. I've just had a few mackerel today. Didn't really mark much on the sounder, and the wind is a bit too strong for me to do what I wanted to do, which was to fish out there towards the end where there's a slope, sort of slopes down out of the bay. The wind was pushing me too fast really for that, and it's not very nice when the wind is whistling around past you. Anyway, that's my launch from Porthminster Beach in St Ives. I'll leave the camera rolling, so when I pull the kayak back up you can see what it's like, see what you're getting into. I don't think it's any worse than the mullion pull. It's about the same, it's no steeper, just might be a lot of people to weave in and out of. That might be interesting. Yeah, right, I'm all stashed, ready to land. So next time, yeah, I haven't put a good bend in the rod for a while now, so next time I think I'll head to somewhere more familiar, see if I can get something to bend the rod. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Take care.